What's going on, everyone? Good morning, and it's the morning after. Southampton bet Liverpool last night, and it is normally nothing to do with Manchester United. Manchester United haven't played in days, but Klopp has brought Manchester United into it, and apparently he is given out because in the last 5 years, Manchester United in 2 years have had more penalties than him in 5 years. I'm not sure what that has to do with their loss against Southampton. He wasn't even asked about Manchester United. He just brought it up, which obviously shows to us, the fans and everyone else, that he's absolutely rattled, pure rattled. They've dropped points against Southampton, West Brom, Newcastle in recent games, and Liverpool are a quality team. We all know that, and the fact that he's so sour over penalties, and is trying to bring up this stuff, I don't understand it. Liverpool won the league last season, and they were the team with the most penalties in that season. Right now, Leicester, actually, I think they've been awarded 10 penalties this season. Manchester United have been awarded 6, I think, and then Liverpool have 5. So I really don't see his argument there. I don't know why he's bringing it up. Likewise with Jose Mourinho, he's done the same. He didn't so much as mention Manchester United, I don't think, but he was saying about players. He was insinuating Bruno Fernandes and penalties. And it just so seems that these guys are pure rattled by Manchester United, and that for us is a good thing. I like it. It makes me laugh. It's kind of embarrassing that they're bringing these things up when they've not even been asked about it. And it just shows, because when Manchester United were contending for everything, and when people were always threatened by them, they were constantly in their mouths after games when they hadn't even played them. So the fact that it's happening now just shows what Manchester United are doing, what these teams can see is happening, and the fact that they're nervous now. But you have to laugh at Klopp. People act like penalties are a problem. Penalties are now looked at as if they're a cheating way of winning games. The last time I checked, getting a penalty is part of football. You can win games by having a penalty. You can win a World Cup, a Champions League. You can, penalties. Why are people acting like penalties are a problem? They're not. If you get into the box and you get tackled and you get a penalty, that's good. You can win the game for your team. You can score a goal. Why are people acting as if penalties are kind of new and oh no, they won, but they scored a penalty, so it doesn't count? What are you on about? Penalties are penalties. If you want to get more penalties, get into the box, run into the box, and have the ball, try to get yourself tackled. That's, just because Manchester United are getting penalties, it means that they're in the box, they're creating things, they're trying to get through, and they're getting tackled. Yeah, you can say, oh, well, some penalties were maybe not penalties, but they were. And if VAR looks at it and if VAR awards it, that's not our fault. That's not Manchester United's fault. That is their fault. So, what do you want them to do? I really don't get it. There's such a stigma about penalties right now, and it's what? You see, if someone posts, say, BR Football or Sport Bible, and they post about the likes of Bruno Fernandes, and the comments will just be filled with Penandes, Varchester, Penited, and all this shite. And then if Harry Kane scores a goal and he's posted about it, he's brilliant. And then you might have the odd person saying, yeah, he scores a lot of penalties. But it's just there's such a vendetta against Manchester United, and it's just pure fear oozing out of our rivals, which I fucking love. I love it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought of the game last night. I was watching it. And obviously the first 2 minutes, Danny Ings, ex-Liverpool player, scores this absolutely brilliant goal. I just saw James Ward-Prowse, Thiago gave away a free kick, James Ward-Prowse in a decent area, maybe a bit far out for him, and I was like, oh, this would be a good start. And they obviously see a weakness in Trent Alexander-Arnold, which obviously he's a great player and very good going forward, but defensively it's questionable. It's definitely questionable. So they obviously saw that, put it towards him, Danny Ings there, and it was it was such a training ground goal. It was just brilliant. But Danny Ings, not even looking at the goal to find it, really, really good, really nice. So I didn't think they'd hold on. Like, that was 2 minutes and a couple of seconds in, and they held out for a 1-0 win at home against Liverpool. And what's his name, Ralph Hasenhüttl, crying on the sideline pretty much when the whistle blew. And I must say, I was emotional. But yeah, it's always nice to see something like that happen in football. Football is so romantic, whether you like it or not. You will cry. If you love football the way any football fan does, you will have cried, whether it's once or twice. But it's just such an emotional game, and it really gets hold of your strings. It's like pulling on them. But yeah, so Southampton beat Liverpool, and Jurgen Klopp somehow manages to bring Manchester United into his post-match reaction and is rattled, pure rattled. So we're level on points with Liverpool, 33 points. We now have a game in hand against Burnley. So if we win that, then we play Liverpool next after that. And if we win that, we go 6 points clear of them. I'm not so sure that we would beat Liverpool. I hope that we would beat Burnley. We should beat Burnley, but Burnley can be a bogey team for us, and if we don't, it'll be very, very frustrating, because we need to, we don't need to let these chances slip. We need to make sure that we capitalise on every mistake any opposition team makes. And if we don't do that, then we don't deserve to win the league. And I know it's still time away, so there's no point in talking about winning the league. But, we are competing. Facts are there. We're competing. But yeah, I'm very excited for the next few games. Obviously, we have City coming up. There was a story saying that Donny van de Beek should pack his bags. He's been advised to pack his bags and leave if he doesn't feature in that game or doesn't start in that game. And I was like, what is this nonsense? Like, you can't just pack your bags and say, I'm leaving because I'm not getting a game. That's not how it works. You signed a contract, whatever. Although I do feel very sorry for Donny van de Beek. You can't just do that. And I wanted to know more about this story and who advised him. So I clicked the link and read into it. It was on Sport Bible, which, you don't want to take that, take that lightly. Take that with a pinch of salt. And it was a Dutch outlet, a Dutch newspaper outlet, said that they'd advise him to pack his bags. I was like, so he hasn't been advised by, his agent or whatever. So that's it. You cannot believe everything you read online. You have to look into it and see what it is, where has it come from. And, if it sounds ridiculous, it's probably ridiculous. But yeah, that's it from me. The video turned out a little bit longer than I expected, but what happens when you ramble on. Klopp knows all about that. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, drop a like on the video, and let me know your thoughts on yesterday's antics. Chat to you soon.